All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining our Sunday night leadership course, leadership call tonight. Wow, and is it Christmas already? Because I think Christmas has just come early for us. Tonight, folks, we have to listen, or we're going to listen to some fantastic stories. Absolutely amazing. You know what? I know who the speakers are in advance, and it's my honor to be able to host our presenter for this evening. Now, she's the first Latina ambassador at Global World Trade and the second ambassador in the US, folks. She's the founder of Team Ferry Latino, and today her business has expanded to Mexico, US, and Canada as well. She is the face of our Spanish she is the face of our Spanish tour and was in charge of our Spanish translation as well for 3 years. Currently, she is coordinating our GWT translations committee. She's working hand in hand with luxury consultant leaders who are translating our documents into 9 different languages, folks. She's very committed to help everyone be successful in global world trade. She has won our exclusive leadership award in 2014 and 2016 as well. So when she won it in 2016, I was very honored to be at the convention, our 10th anniversary convention, to witness this and to meet her personally as well and just have a chat with her. And she's a fabulous person, humble as ever, fantastic person, and a presentation, oh, it's just amazing. So she was also chosen to be part of the Leadership Summit in 2014 and was one of the official presenters at the 10th anniversary convention, folks. So currently she is part of Global World Trade Leadership Council Group, which is the LCG. She's a mentor and trainer to thousands of people around the globe. And folks, you know what? She is absolutely amazing. And I'd like to introduce our presenter for this evening, none other than Obdulia Banuelos Espazal. Obdulia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, Diplomat Nolan. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Well, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Thank you. I'm so excited. This is the first time that I'm actually in the Sunday Leadership webinar for the international market. And it's a pleasure for me to be here. It's an honor for me to be here and being interviewing these amazing leaders from different markets. So we have a lot of them who have been so successful. I mean, we have tons and tons and thousands of successful LCs all over the world, but obviously we only have 1 hour, right? Yeah. So I'm going to be interviewing 5 of them tonight, and we can't wait to hear their stories because they're being so successful. They come from different backgrounds, from different, cities all over the world, and they're just being so successful with GWT, and I can't wait. So thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. And I would like to start with our first guest tonight. He's actually been with the Global World Trade less than a year. Amazing, right? In less than a year, with no MLM experience before. Listen to it. He had never been on MLM before. He had never knew about what's that. But he set the record for launching 16 VDMs in his first month. Wow. He has helped establish business all over 15 countries. He's also the top sponsor. He received the top sponsor award on our 2016 convention. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, in less than 10 months, he has launched over 100 VDMs all over 15 countries. So I would like to introduce our Ambassador Maxwell Adekunji to our call tonight. Ambassador Max, are you here with us?
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you, Maxwell. And if you don't know that this is him, so get to know our amazing rock star with GWT who has launched over 100 VDMs in less than 10 months. So my first question to you is, do you have a life? Do you work? This is your full-time business? How are you doing this?
Good, great question. I actually work with the airlines. I'm with United Airlines, so I do have a job. But what I do is I create that extra time, to run my business successfully. And like I tell people, I have a scheduled time that I really dedicate to global world trade, but every time I have is still dedicated to global world trade. So, very correct, I do have a job. Back to you.
Okay. So I always from my prospects, I do not have the time. I do not have the time. So what do you say to that? And I'm sure a lot of the audience have heard this before, where you talk to a prospect who has a full-time job and they say, you know what, I love the idea, I love the product, I love everything, but I do not have the time. What would you respond?
I think one of the biggest problems that people have is that they look at the liability and don't focus on the possibility. If you really want something in life, you really want change, you want a better life, you want more time with your family and all the good stuff in life, you will create the time. All the billionaires in the world, they have the same 24 hours that we have, but time management, the way we use our time, it's going to produce what we want in life. So I don't believe that there's no time for this business. There's time for anything that is what's changing your life. Absolutely, you can create time. I have a very busy schedule. Some days I have a 16-hour shift schedule out, but I still create time because I know at my job I'm working for wages, but I'm building myself a fortune with global world trade. So liability versus possibility. So I focus on the possibilities.
Thank you, Ambassador Max. Thank you so much. I want to ask you one last question. So you have been, you have the company record of launching 100 BDMs. How do you find them? How do you, who are them? Who are your new business partners? Are they your close friends, family? Share with us.
Actually, I'm going to use the skeleton line. He has the 2-foot rule. So anyone that comes close to you that's 2 foot away from you, you need to talk to them about it. I talk to everyone about my business.
Ambassador Max, we hear lots of background noise. Is it possible for you to step out for a minute?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you better. Yes, much better.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I use what we call the 2-foot rule. So meaning anyone that comes 2 foot close to you, you need to be presented to the business to the person. So I talk to a lot of people that I encounter, probably in the restaurant, at work, at the bar, online. I do a lot of attractive marketing online, meaning that I bring people to my Facebook when I meet them, and I post positive stuff and then get them excited and build that like and trust. So it's all about meeting people, going to events. I go to a lot of events. Robert Kiyosaki's presentation. I meet a lot of business-minded people. Just places where I can meet people to make new friends, because I don't want to depend on my one market. I'm more focused towards my full market, because one market will always phase out pretty much.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Ambassador Max. Thank you for sharing it. It is possible, it is possible to launch 100 BDMs. He has done it in 10 months. It is possible to help lots and lots of people all over the world. And thank you so much for sharing with the world how successful you've been with GWT in less than 1 year. Thank you so much, Max. One last advice that you can give our audience to be successful, to have the success that you have had in the last 10 months.
I'll say you have to have a system of operation. I use a 4-way system. One way is you make a decision of what you want to do, and 2, you commit to that decision you make, then you get result, and lastly you repeat. You go back, do it over and over again, and you keep on getting the same results.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And congratulations for your wedding that just happened 2 weeks ago. And I know you shared with us that you were working on your own wedding. So congratulations. Okay, so did we lose you, Max?
I think he's muted himself, Abdulia.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you, Ambassador Max. It is a pleasure to know more about you and about how you're successful you've been with global trade. And our next guest for tonight, wow, this lady, I know her personally. We also were very lucky to be in the Ambassador Cruise last April, I believe. Yeah, April. And she comes from a background of training and development, human resources management, coaching with the emotional intelligence and geographical information systems. She saw this opportunity back in 2010, GWT opportunity, but never took any action into 2011 when she saw it again and then joined and launched her BDM. Did nothing until she became unemployed and had no other choice. Took a loan to renew her business. Listen to it. She took a loan to renew her business and to pay the first 6 months on IA back in September of 2012. Since then, she has helped 46 persons launch their own BDM and grow her business to 1,332 persons in 35 countries. She was the first ambassador for the Caribbean region. She received the second highest award in 2013 convention of the fastest growing organization for 2012. She is married with 4 amazing kids and has been supporting her team from home full-time and earning from her home full-time as well. Leader from St. Lucia, supporting the Caribbeans with Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes. We welcome Ambassador Bernicia Charles Jones with us tonight. Congratulations, Ambassador Bernicia. You're an amazing mother, an amazing leader, and an amazing story to share with global trade.
Abdulia, my friend, and Nolan, my friend, good night. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
We can.
It is so exciting to be on this call. You will forgive my voice because I've been going and going and going and my voice needs a little rest, but I'm not allowing it to. Abdulia, thank you so much for asking me to be a guest on this call. It is such an honor and pleasure to be on this call, and oh my God, how I'm so excited about everything happening everywhere in the world right now, especially with Nigeria, and my eyes have been on Nigeria forever. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job, and Abdulia, shoot away, my girl. I'm right here with you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Ambassador Bernicia. I know you have your career. I know you're a professional woman, and you took these very, very, very strong. Like you said, you launched BDM, you did nothing until you become unemployed, and I know for the Caribbean island, it is a tough time right now. But how do you keep expanding? How do you keep growing your business?
That's a really great question, and I get that question a lot, Abdulia. What's happening in the Caribbean is no different to the rest of the world as it pertains to the economies of what's happening around the world. But what's dread with us in the islands is our numbers are very small in terms of our population. Our income levels are very low in terms of average household incomes. And so it's very challenging for ordinary average persons to be able to do even the Solidium package sometimes in St. Lucia. But then my objective or my approach that I use up to a few minutes before this call is having persons understand that a problem can never be solved by focusing on the problem. You have to be able to change your level of thinking to be able to remove from the problematic situation and become the solution-oriented kind of person. So if we keep crying as a Caribbean people and say, oh, things are hard, we don't have money, there's no way for us to do this, then our problem will only become worse. It will intensify. But if we begin to focus on what are the possible solutions for us to come together, not individually, but as a people, how can we do this and bring our small community, our small population together to capitalize on the world? And now this opportunity is not just going to have us have money exchange hands in St. Lucia or Dominica or Grenada or Barbados, but together as a unit, we can now tap into the global market through GWT and bring foreign exchange home. So my approach really is, what can we do as a people to help everyone win? So it's about togetherness, it's about joined forces and make us strong as small islands and capitalize on the world to make us big. And as a result of that, we have people coming to our tours week in, week out. Now we're not even waiting for our weekly tours because it's too far once a week. We do tours on every day during the week on demand to ensure that no person is left behind. And my personal mantra now is to be able to, well, together with Sean, I could never not mention Sean's name, that together we are looking to not just the big picture of creating 100 million is in the Caribbean, but within the next 12 to 24 months to help at least 100 families in the Caribbean earn at least between 1,000 to 2,000 Canadian dollars a month. What that is going to do for our economy and our families, Abdulia, is going to help a lot of children go to school. It's going to help a lot of families save their homes from being repossessed by the bank. It's going to help a lot of people save their cars from being repossessed. It's going to help a lot of families take one vacation a year. It's going to help a lot of families help their parents and their communities, and that's what drives me every single day to wake up and do this over and over again. So it has gone way beyond me and bigger than me, that many children's lives are dependent on me waking up and being consistent, like our ambassador before me said, and keep doing it and staying committed to the decision, because some homes are going to be saved as a result of my decision. Some people are going to realize their dreams in the Caribbean because of my decision. We're going to create more Olympians because of that, because now they have more access to money. So every day, me being able to expand and bring more people in St. Lucia and the Caribbean out to see this and do this is having them to focus on the solution rather than our problem.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing. We get this all the time, and the way you say it is just, you know, if we keep focusing on the problem and never focusing on the solution, then we're going to continue with the problem. But if we focus on the solution, then that's where we're going to be focusing on, and that's what we're going to be getting. Thank you so much. It's I hear this all the time with Latin America. How can we launch BDMs in Latin America, you know, blah, blah, because the dollar versus the pesos. I mean, and you just say it all, you know. Let's focus on the solution. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you. Obviously, I wanted to ask you one last thing that you want to share with the audience to have the success that you have had. I know you already share a lot, but just one last thing.
Go ahead.
Just if you can share with the audience one advice, just one advice that you can give them to be successful with GWT.
I said it to my team yesterday when we did our vision boards in St. Lucia. We often complain about challenges and pain that we go through, but I've learned, Abdulia, how to embrace pain, because it is through my pain, it's through my challenges I've been able to expand. It's through my pain that I've been able to grow. It's through my pain I've been able to be such an amazing leader to my team, an amazing motivator to my team. And I mentioned to my team yesterday, when the pain and challenges come, look out for what it's bringing. So don't focus so much on the pain, but focus on what it's creating in you. Because while you are comfortable, while you're in a place that you feel that all is well, you are not motivated to do more or to go beyond and to create more. But when the pain comes, the lack of money, the lack of time, the inability to extend to others, not being able to get enough sleep like most of our leaders don't, not being able to spend enough time watching your favorite television show, not getting enough time to spend time with your family. Like now I my parents, but I'm here now and that's fine. It means that I will get enough time to spend with my family and my friends and do the things I enjoy once my foundation is set. So when you feel pain, get excited. When challenges come, get excited, because that is the universe delivering to you what you had been asking for. So embrace it and expand, become more, grow, become what you had never become, and let that pain allow you to glorify your success. So this is what I told my team yesterday, and that has been my thing I've been using for years, Abdulia. So thank you again for having me.
Thank you. I love your passion. I love it. Thank you. One of the reasons why I really wanted you to be in this call is because of that. I love the way how you talk about everything. I just love your passion about GWT, about your business, about your community, about helping others. So thank you for sharing it with the international audience, Ambassador Vernisha.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And I know we have to move forward to meet our next guest for tonight. I know these stories are just simply amazing. I'm so impressed with everyone's, how they're being so successful because of their passion, because of their commitment. And we also have Regional Ambassador Lucy Nowavi. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly, but she is married with 2 kids, and she joined Global World Trade at a time in her life that she was looking for something that will give her financial freedom. She said that GWT came just in the right time where she previously had tried to start her own business. That didn't work. That didn't meet her expectation. Then National Ambassador Abdul Razak invited her to see the opportunity, and she quickly, did her diligence with GWT and definitely start her business with GWT. She is definitely in her way to becoming the next national ambassador, the next global ambassador, and I just wanna welcome her. And there's so many leaders. I just want to share with you. There's so many leaders in our company that we haven't heard of them. When I started thinking, like, who do I want to introduce? Who do I want to? I'm sorry. Who do I want to interview for tonight? I mean, there's so many names that come to me, right? There's so many names from so many different markets. But I wanted to know more about some of the leaders who may not be. We may not know them, and I can't wait to know more about Lucy. Lucy, welcome to the call. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can, Abdullah. Thank you so much. It's really a great honor to be on this call. I'm really grateful. Thank you for bringing me on. I'm really excited.
We can't wait. I mean, like I say, there's so many leaders from our company, from so many countries. We're in over 156 countries today, and I can't wait to know more about you. How you've been so successful. I know you have wonderful mentors, National Ambassador Abdul Razak, and I know you've been so successful. You just having chosen to be in our exotic vacation with our regional ambassadors from different countries, and share a little bit with us how you've been doing your business. I mean, day to day, what is that you do for your business?
Okay. First of all, GWT is an amazing opportunity. It's something you don't get anywhere. So first of all, I understood the opportunity. When I launched my mall, I was like, I just had to learn more, about the business. There were some nights, then I had a little baby. I put my baby to bed and I woke up very late at night to watch videos and everything about the business. So I really, really understood how amazing the GWT opportunity was, So I just decided to be consistent. Because when you see something that is good, you don't have to give it up. So that's what I'll be doing, and I work with my team closely. And funny enough, the first time I launched my mall, the first person I introduced into the business, she's not actually, she doesn't live in the state that I am, The person of Aroe Twin from another state, that is the state I come from, which is Delta State. And to tell you how powerful our opportunity is, GWT, just from her, her team is now over 1,000 people, So, and when you have a successful team members like that, you don't just have to give up. So, and GWT is actually worth it. You will see the outcome every day. It's really, really rewarding. We could put a smile on people's faces. The earnings and everything. The comp plan is amazing. So there's nothing that will stop one from keeping on. So that's what I do.
Thank you, Lucy. Regional Ambassador Lucy, so you just mentioned that one of your LCs, she lives in a different city, right? And we get this a lot. Like, I get this a lot when I'm introducing the business to someone in Mexico. They say, "But are you going to come every weekend? Are you going to be here every month? How are we going to do it?" So how you been doing the training with someone who's not local?
Okay, I have an amazing sponsor in the person of N.A. Abduraza. So being yeah, so
Yes,
when I launched my mall and my VDM and introduced the Worry Market, he had to do the travelings, most of the travelings. But I was always available whenever they need any help, like any questions or whatever. They call me. But the travelings, it was N.A. Abduraza that did most of them on my behalf, to educate them.
And do you have like weekly calls with them or weekly trainings on Skype, or how do you do it?
I didn't really do much of that because there are people that are where they really, really understood the opportunity. So whenever there's any maybe webinars and all that, I always inform them to be on the call, and they understood what GWT was about. So they were so passionate about it, Just imagine from that market right now we have 3 regional ambassadors. So there were people there, there were people that already understood the opportunity and were ready to fly with it. So that,
wow, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. And same question that I'm asking everyone. One advice, just one thing that you want to share with the audience to be just so like to share.
Okay, with the audience, if you're in GWT, you have to believe in yourself. First of all, believe in the company, believe in yourself that you can do it, and you also have to believe in the company because it's an amazing company. You have to be consistent in whatever you're doing with your GWT business. You have to be determined and focused. That was what really worked for me, because when I started, it was not really too funny because a lot of people adapted. There were times I would go for tours and I invite my friends. They won't even show up. But I and Abdul Razak, we work closely together. We're like, we're going to give up. And along the way, when they started seeing my success stories, started seeing my Facebook page and all that, so a lot of them, they launched afterwards, So it just took for one to be focused. Once you believe in yourself, believe in industry, so nothing will stop you. So we have to just keep on till we get to the billion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Regional Ambassador Lucy. Thank you. Congratulations for your success. Thank you for sharing the importance of the triple beliefs with everyone, believing in yourself, believing in the company, and believing in the industry. And it is up to us, right? It is our determination and our focusedness that will help us achieve all of our targets with our business. Thank you so much, Regional Ambassador Lucy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank, thank you. So
Thank you
our
very
next,
much.
no, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm meeting you. This is the first time I'm meeting you. It's a pleasure to meet you, and
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to see you in person very soon.
All right. Thank you so much. It's likewise.
Thank you. And our next guest for tonight, he is actually a doctor. Yes, he's a doctor. Dr. Anthony is a wealth professional practitioner in Edo State, Nigeria. He's an associate fellow of the Faculty of Family Dentistry, National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. He is the immediate past president of the Association of Resident Doctors, a state hospital management board, Edo State. He's also an internationally certified project management professional, PMP. He's a pastor, husband to a wonderful GWT regional ambassador, Joy Alsegali, and a father of 3 lovely kids. He launched his BDM in October of 2014. He has personally launched 39 BDMs and has a very powerful team of over 530 LCs in over 14 countries and is still counting. He won the Diploma Challenge and enjoyed the $2,000 shopping spree bonus. He's also qualified for the free GWT Ambassador Cruise, and I have the privilege to be with them in this cruise with Dr. Anthony and his wife, Joy. He's also qualified for the next vacation, exotic vacation, and he's also just received the award for the Prestige Elite Leadership Award by our GWT CEO Ramin Metzgerlou. As you can see it here in this picture, he's international speaker and trainer, and he's currently a GWT regional ambassador and has to qualify for this exotic vacation, just like I mentioned. And he was recently appointed as be part of the GWT Leadership Council Group, LCG, which serves as an advisory board to our CEO. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you welcome Dr. Anthony Asegali. Dr. Anthony, are you here with us?
Hello, Abdulia. I'm here.
Oh my God, I'm reading it, and I'm so impressed. I'm like, oh my God. So, I'm sure the audience is as impressed as I am, and I want to ask you something that I get this all the time from my team. When we see a professional person just like you who has been so successful in his career, as a doctor, I see all the achievements that you have already as a doctor, right? We see the person and we are like intimidated, like, oh my gosh, should I share about GWT opportunity? No, they don't need it. No, I'm not going to share it. We get this all the time, and not just me, but so many people who are listening. We think that because you're being so successful in your career, that this is not an opportunity for you. So can you share with us how GWT has changed your life, and why is GWT an opportunity for professionals, successful professionals like you?
Okay, thank you so very much. Good evening, everyone on the call. I'm delighted, of course, to be on this call. How GWT has changed my life, and while this is also very important for professionals, working mainline as a medical professional and basically any other professional qualification anyone may have, the type of freedom that you have on those jobs is very limited. It's tasking, and of course in our nation the rewards are not so encouraging, so to speak, when you juxtapose it with the amount of effort that you're putting into it. And you don't really have a cutoff point where you can say by so year, or when I'm so age, I wouldn't need to do any work anymore, and I can actually depend on the pension or depend on the payments that will be coming going forward. And so from a very, 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 very early age, I always thought about something that I could do to make my money work for me, something I could be involved with to make my money work for me. And so that has always been that thought, even though I was pursuing my career, pursuing my profession, and doing everything I could to make sure I excelled in it. So I actually got a little bit of experience with some direct selling companies, but the structure of most of those companies is such that as you advance, of course you have to keep requalifying for ranks. As you advance, it appears that the work gets more and more and more and more, and that promise of residual income, you don't actually have it. And then the freedom they talk about, you're actually getting more and more enslaved. All right, so I just couldn't combine any of those stuff, and so several years ago I just decided to stop anything about networking. And I'm telling you, the GWT compensation plan, the products and everything put together about the company, the CEO, the COP team, and of course the amazing LCs, who've been in the business and pushing this and following it with the right kind of mentality, the right kind of attitude, everything about the business just resonated with me and spoke to me and said, hey, look, this is the kind of thing you'll be looking for. All right. Now, first of all, fashion industry. Secondly, volumes don't get flushed. Third thing, the IA program. These three things was a clincher for me. All right. It spoke freedom. I knew immediately, build this for once for a period of time, and you're going to keep enjoying residual income for the rest of your life. All right. So that's basically it for me. It's an opportunity if you present to any professional and they can actually see the future of what this company holds. I'm telling you, any professional will want to, get working with this because of the promise of residual income.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing it and for, it comes from a professional, it comes from a very successful person, and it's amazing how you just share with us. This is, we shouldn't prejudge anybody. We shouldn't, but we do it all the time, right? And this is what you just shared right now. It's simply amazing. I know that you and your wife have been so successful, and it's simply beautiful to see a beautiful couple, very, very kind couple, very successful couple who have been helping so many people all over the world. And I had the privilege to meet you in person, and I spent some time with both of you in Florida. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing how GWT brings the best people in the world, the best human beings in the world, and we are definitely a family. And it's a pleasure to have you in the call tonight and share with the audience how you've been so successful and how we shouldn't prejudge anybody. This is a lifetime opportunity. This is a definite lifetime opportunity that we should be inviting everyone in the world to see the opportunity of launching the VDM and having the freedom that they deserve. Thank you so much, Regional Ambassador Dr. Anthony. Don't leave, because I actually want to invite our last guest, because it's kind of like you two together, right? I don't know why. But I want to ask you, both of you, some questions together. First of all, I need to introduce formally to our last guest for tonight. She's no other than Regional Ambassador Joy. She won the Diplomat Challenge in her first 2 weeks of joining the business, see the speed that she was starting with. And she also won the Ambassador Challenge in her first 30 days. Wow, wow, wow. So she won 2 challenges right away. She got pregnant for her third baby, and that didn't stop her. Actually, that gave her more motivation, and she went on to become a regional ambassador to be a global revenue sharer in GWT. In 11 months, making her the fastest in Africa and the fastest female regional ambassador in GWT. All of this was accomplished while she was pregnant, okay? And it's still working. I mean, oh my God, this is amazing. So these all of this was accomplished in less than 11 months, and so I'm so impressed. Our regional ambassador, Joy, has rapidly growing her team in over 18 countries. She has also won the Elite Award from our CEO, Ramin Meskerlu, during the just concluded Nigeria Summit in Abuja back in November 2015. For her commitment, company team building efforts, and passions for GWT. She's an international trainer and a speaker, and she has anchored as the Ambassador of the Month, acting as the host for GWT trainers meetings via webinar for a full month. Regional Ambassador Joe is firmly nicknamed the excuse breaker because of her way of breaking through barriers in spite of her very busy schedule and other detaining challenges. She's also part of the Leadership Council group, which serves as the advisor body to our CEO, Ramin Meskerlu. Please help me welcome our Regional Ambassador Joy to the call, and obviously with her husband, Dr. Anthony. And first, let me congratulate you both for the amazing job that you're doing with GWT. Thank you so much for being in this call, Regional Ambassador Joy.
Thank you so much, Abdulia. It's so nice to hear your voice again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for having me on the call. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Regional Ambassador Joy, can you share with the audience, how did you start the business? I mean, I know you became the, won the challenge for the Diplomat Challenge, the diplomat, not just a diplomat, but the ambassador challenge in the first 30 days. How do you do it? Because you were still working full time. I mean, how did you do that when you recently started?
Excellent. Thank you so much once again. Basically, like I always tell people, the first thing I did was to give myself to training. Really, as soon as I got on board, I hit the ground immediately. I took out some time, my husband and I, we started studying the back office. We clicked on every clickable, watched every videos. I mean, we were downloading and studying, and then of course we got to discover about the challenge incentives, and I'm actually someone that loves challenges, and so when I stumbled on that, I printed it out and I looked at my husband. I told him, I said, we're going to do this. I am going to do this. And I said at one talk that if there was anything like regional ambassadors challenge winner, I'm sure I would have gone for that. So I love facing challenges. The other thing I did, apart from giving myself to training immediately, was the fact that I bought my products immediately. In fact, the day I signed up, that was the day I shopped. That night, got home and we shopped that very first day. And so I had my product delivered to me in less than a week. So by the time I was done studying the business, my products arrived just about the same time. So I was confident about what I was wearing, I was confident about what I was talking about, and the products were doing the talking for me. So having those two things in mind: one, giving myself to training, and two, being a product of the product. I had to represent the brand, and that was just it for me. I stepped into my office from the car park, I'm getting comments, wow, Joy, your neck piece is gorgeous. I mean, your earrings are lovely. And I'm like, I just launched a new business. Do you want to know? And, of course, we had our lookbooks, and so it's not like I was very, very fluent in talking about the business then, but the passion you could touch, the energy you could feel, it was transferable. And so when they come see me in the office at lunchtime. You know, I'm showing them the lookbooks. They are looking at them. They are touching my jewelries, and they are like, I want to buy. And I'm like, instead of buying, why don't you just launch your VDM? You know, and then they kept coming on board. They kept coming on board. And in my first 30 days, I hit it as an ambassador, and that completely sealed my commitment to global trade, because of course you know what that means. I got about $12,000 in total bonuses and all that, and I love shopping. I mean, where else is there to go to?
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes. Your husband didn't need anything, right? Everything was for you. I see you. You're definitely the selfie queen. You definitely look like a model. Always the product of the product. It's amazing how easy it is, right?
Yeah.
It's impressive how easy it is to share a business just by being the product of the product, right? We don't need to let them try anything. No, you see it, you like it in 3 seconds. Either you like it, you love it, or you don't. So thank you so much. And it's also very important, Regional Ambassador Joy, what you just shared right now, the fact that we need to train ourselves. We need to become familiar. There is this saying that says, a great leader once was a great student. And if we're not good students from the beginning, how can we learn about a company? How can we share this great opportunity if we have no clue about it, right? And this is something very, very important, and like your husband shared, right? It's all about commitment. It's all about your own commitment to the business. It's your own commitment to yourself, and to grow yourself, and to be knowledgeable about our company. And it's not hard, you know, it's not hard. It's just the commitment that you need to make to know about our product, to know about our company, comp plan, etc. So thank you so much, and you're definitely a great model, and always being the product of the product. I love it how you put your outfits together. It's amazing how you look and promote your business, right?
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Dr. Anthony, you're so lucky.
All right, no problem. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I got
Dr. Anthony, before we leave, because we have you, both of you on the call, and we have lots of couples doing the business together. What is that advice that you both can give to the audience who are doing it as a couple, who are doing it as a family? You know, it can be sister and brother, you know, sisters together. We see that a lot. We see that a lot. What is the advice that you can give to the audience on how to work these together as business partners, as husband and wife? How are you being so successful?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna deal with that particular question. Both of us are here. We're going to deal with that. But you talked about being successful with this, and I just think I should just talk a bit generally first, briefly, and then we'll talk about this. Would that be good?
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. Now, what I'd like to share right now is basically the number one thing that stands for success, whether as an individual or as a couple, is your conviction about the business, your conviction about the industry, all right? And then building yourself, developing yourself to go and make things happen. You can't do this half-heartedly. Do you know any champion, any footballer, any boxer, any motivational speaker, any minister, whoever became a champion, whoever succeeded putting in half-hearted effort? Do you know any? All the top champions, all the guys who are doing all right, amazingly well in their fields, they give their all to it. I mean, they push at it, they are convinced about it, and they are focused. They put on the blinders and they focus on it. All right. Now, anybody, and I'm saying this with every sense of responsibility, every sense of conviction, every sense of knowledge, anybody that does a proper due diligence on GWT will come to the same conclusion. Global World Trade has come to reset the direct sales industry. Our compensation plan is like no other. Where else would you want to be, do the work and enjoy yourself for the rest of your life, all right? And then the second thing that I like to talk about is very responsible. I mean, we're talking about what Arowe Joe and myself consistently put into action. Second thing is concentrating your efforts on what produces results and avoid drama like a plague. Yeah, avoid drama like a plague. Why waste energy on drama? If you came to get drama, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to enjoy. That will be the result. So congratulations, you won. You got the drama you came for. If you came just for some other reason and that's what you're pursuing, congratulations, you won. That's what you're getting. If you came to accomplish something, if you came to accomplish your why, and you are focused on that, and you are going about doing that, that's what you are going to get at the end of the day. You came for success, go get the success. Go get the success.
And I would also like to add that what we do as a couple, you know, is that we really do give ourselves to training, right? You do better being trained for a task than not being trained for a task. So you want to work with speed, you want to work with excellence, accuracy. You must, as a matter of necessity, give yourself to training, 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 training. Something else that we do for our organization and for the company at large is that we are truly committed to helping others. I'm telling you. First of all, you know, when we just came in, we made a pledge, a commitment to be there for our team. I'm telling you, we are so there for our team. Anyone that is ready to burn, we are ready to pour fuel on that person and assist the person to burn. So we are always out there for our team. You know, every one of our team member, no one can say, hey, this couple, they were not there for us. That is not absolutely correct, because we give them every support, much more than they even require. You know, it's a commitment that we made, you know, to say every person will introduce into this business, come rain, come shine, we will be there for this person, because people don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. So with our team, you know, we are like a family. You know, even though they are spread around the world, we do what we have to do to keep a connection. You know, to keep the bond. You know, I have team members. We have team members that we haven't seen, but we got them maybe through Facebook. But when you see us communicating or pinging each other, sending messages, you would think we have been friends for years. So we have successfully built our organization, moving them from just business partners to families and friends. So apart from the business now, there's something connecting us. There's a friendship. There's this relationship that we have, and that has truly, truly worked for us. And of course, we take advantage of our Mind 5. I'm so telling you, we take advantage of our Mind 5. He is there for me, I'm there for him, but we have external Mind 5, and we take advantage of them because that's why they are there. That's why it's a tool, and if you don't take advantage of it too, it's not going to work for you. But above all, our number one secret is stay away from drama and be focused on your why.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And then we make use. All right, and we make use of this opportunity. GWT is just fantastic. You know, it has become a point of fellowship between my wife and I. All right, we're planning together, we're structuring together, we're thinking together, we're supplying strength for one another. All right, and so at the end of the day, one person is chasing something, you're going to accomplish so much. But two people chasing the same thing, it's a multiplied result at the end of the day. So that's basically it. And I do hope we answered that question for you, Obdulia, and the team.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you to both of you for sharing everything it's just I'm taking notes, so I hope the audience is also taking lots and lots of notes, because I was taking notes myself. And I just want to thank you both of you, thank you to all of our guests tonight. We have learned from every single one of you something new, something that we need to take into practice. I just want to thank you again. Thank you, everyone. I'm not sure if we have any questions, Nolan, if we're going to take any questions, but thank you, Dr. Anthony. Thank you, Regional Ambassador Joy, for everything, for all your advices that you just give us right now. You know, you made it very clear, no member left behind. You're definitely a true leader, a very good student that was once a good student and now it's an amazing leader. Both of you are, and thank you. I love what you said, and I think I read it right. I wrote it. People don't care about what you know. People care about how much you care for them. Is that? I hope I got it right. Regional Ambassador Joy.
Okay, people don't care about what you know until they know how much you care. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you so much. It was nice, very nice to learn from you and to know more about your successful story with GWT. And I can't wait to meet you all in the Regional Ambassador Exotic vacation. So let's do it, team. Let's be there. If you haven't been at the Ambassador Cruise, let's work on it, because it's an amazing, amazing event, and definitely it's going to be an amazing Regional Ambassador Exotic vacation. So thank you again. Thank you. And before I leave, are you here? Are you back, Nolan?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just a little stunned for words. I'm absolutely shocked and amazed at the amazing presenters tonight. You know, it's just blown me away totally, totally. I've been making notes the whole time and just trying to recall in my mind and keep this in my mind what all the leaders have said tonight. Absolutely amazing, Obdulia. And you've done a fantastic job, I must say. Well done on presenting this evening as well. Congratulations to all the leaders on sharing your story. And doing it with such grace and such passion as well. You know, whenever every single one of you spoke, I felt it in my heart the way you speak, because you are speaking from the heart, nowhere else. You mean exactly what you say. And that's so important in this business, because it's all about changing lives. And we want to see that passion from leaders that we are working with. We want to feel the passion. So thank you very much for that. You know, it really blew me away. And also Sima as well. We just discussed offline and we said, simply amazing leaders to work with, and we're so honored to be able to work with a team like Global World Trade has produced for us as well. So thank you very much. There is some few comments that we do have. Venisha Charles Jones says, Obdulia, you're doing such a really amazing job hosting this call. Wow, you're really amazing at this. You cannot wait for the recording. Nolan and Obdulia, thanks for making this happen. All panelists, I learned something significant from each person. Thank you very much. And also from Mr. Caribbean himself, Mr. Sean Haynes, fantastic call. Love hearing from the great leaders on this call today. In fact, we'll get Mr. Sean Haynes to say a few words in a short while as well. I know it was his birthday last week sometime as well, so I'm sure he's just too excited to speak to us as well. But I must congratulate everyone once again. Absolutely amazing. I just love it to bits. There's a question that, or a comment came in from Anne and McLean Marie. You all have motivated me. I enjoyed this afternoon. So to everyone that made comments, it's a pleasure. Before we cut off, while we're getting Sean Haynes to come up, I just I've got a quick announcement for a tour that's upcoming. Obdulia, I'm going to make myself presenter so that I can show the slide up.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
I still see my own screen, but I think it's because my screen frozen at the middle of the webinar. But let's see if anybody else can see your screen.
Okay, I think Dr. Anthony is still on. Dr. Anthony, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so folks, coming up this coming weekend, European expansion. It's a Rome Power Tour. It's going to be done by our youngest millionaire, Mr. Rene Leo, 6-figure monthly earner. So Be sure to share this with as many people as possible. Get all your prospects onto these tours. It's going to be 2 tours on Friday. Followed by a boot camp on Saturday. Trust me, I've been to Rene Leo's boot camp when I was out in Germany. Absolutely amazing. There's so much information to learn, so much of knowledge to learn as well. And like we always say, learning is good, but applying it is more powerful. So apply knowledge, folks. And then he'll end up on Sunday with a tour as well. It's going to be hosted by Benjamin Gibley, Shirley Vicenta, and Apostle Andrew as well, who's a diplomat. So that's just the one announcement. I see there is another comment that came in. I can, yes, okay. So it's just comments from Venetia Charles Jones, I can. So well done. Okay, so yes, thank you very much. So that was just the one announcement from my side. Any last words from yourself, Obdulia?
No, I just want to thank them again. It's beautiful to know all these stories from leaders from all over the world. I wish we have 3-4 hours because there's so many people that I know their stories, and I want more of the LCs around the world to get to know them. But I definitely want to say we learned from all of you tonight. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nolan, and I'm definitely looking forward to continue seeing more and more LCs being successful with GWT.
Right. Okay, I see Dr. Anthony's hand up. I'm not sure if that's an error, Dr. Anthony.
Just to say a very big thank you to you, Nolan. A great job. I mean, you've done a yeoman's job all through the month of July. Absolutely, looking out for all of us, ensuring that we're all trained. You've been an absolute inspiration. I mean, your professionalism has just been off the hooks, And of course, thank you so much, Obdulia, for coming on the call. I know the time zone, it's sort of like a bit skewed for you, but you took out the time, to come train all of us. People, this is what we're talking about. GWT is a family, each and every one of us may have our own personal teams, but the entire company, every LC in the company is part of our team. And we're, of course, open as leaders to support, to train, just like you've seen Obdulia coming over to help out, on the call in the international market. Thank you very much, Obdulia. Thank you so very much, Nolan. And, of course, let me just please say this. Happy birthday in Arias again to you, Sean Haynes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony. I think I've got Sean Haynes on the call, and he wants to say a few words. So just give me a second as I unmute him.
All right.
Okay, folks. So this is the man that we call Mr. Caribbean. I saw him during this weekend, flashing with his new fairy shoes, etc. And I had to post a comment to his lovely wife, Bella Janet, to say, keep an eye on this man, on this young man, because this dude is just looking absolutely stunning with his fairy shoes, etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Haynes from the Caribbean. Hey, Sean.
Hi, Ambassador of the Month, Nolan. How are you?
Great, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Yeah, I saw that comment, and I guess the blame or the thanks goes to Arabella Jeanette putting me in those shoes. So it's amazing. It's incredible when you have a product that when you put it on, you almost feel like a different person, So it's like you're looking at yourself in these shoes saying, wow, I never realized I could look so good. So, but, I just wanted to, just listening in, actually, we were in myself and Arabella Jeanette, we were in a Les Brown seminar, always learning, always getting better, but so I got to step out, listen to the powerhouse champions on this call, and wow, just absolutely amazing call. And I know all the champions. I've had the privilege to work with all of them, and what an incredible group. And as you said, knowledge is amazing, but when you apply it, that's when it's really powerful. So we all learned tonight just incredible information from these champions, what they've all done to achieve their success. And, if we apply what they taught us, I'm telling you, all our businesses can go to a different level. So I just wanted to say, thank you to each of them who, gave their time to share on this call, from Ambassador Maxwell, my Caribbean champion, Ambassador Bernicia, R.A. Lucy, R.A. Dr. Anthony, R.A. Joy, all amazing, amazing people. And thank you, everyone, for all the birthday wishes as well. Thank you, R.A. Dr. Anthony. So just proud of everyone on this call, proud of what they're doing, and you know, hopefully we all apply from what they taught us tonight and go ahead and create our dreams. I love one thing Dr. Anthony and Joy says, you know, stay away from drama. Stay away from drama. Just focus on your why. Focus on what you want GWT to achieve for you. You know, just keep your focus on that. Keep your blinders on, like a champion racehorse running to the finish line, right? If the champion racehorse takes the blinders off, it usually will run off the track, you know, and who knows where it runs off to. It'll probably run off the cliff, right? But because it has those blinders on, it just is focused on the running towards the finish line, you know, not getting sidetracked by drama or distraction. So if we all do that, just keep running, keep focused on our whys, and just use GWT as that amazing vehicle that can take us to our whys. We can all see our dreams come true. So thank you also, Ambassador Abdulia, who put this call together. Amazing, amazing job by Abdulia, and again by yourself, Nolan. Very proud of you and the job you're doing. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Sean Haynes. Much appreciated. Folks, you heard it from Sean Haynes directly. Absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. And while we were going on, I've got a message from our National Ambassador, Mr. Abdul Razak, who's also the President's Cup winner, folks. We met him personally while we were out in Canada for our 10th anniversary convention. Absolutely amazing guy, and we can learn so much from him. And yes, I'd like to, I have unmuted you, Mr. Abdul Razak. If you are unmuted on your side, you're welcome to say a few words. Are you there, Abdul Razak?
Hello, Nolan. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, N.A. Abdul Razak.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to congratulate you once again for doing an awesome job as Ambassador of the Month. I'd also like to also thank Abdulia for coming to assist you today. Hi, Abdulia, if you're there. I'd like to, you know, congratulate all the ambassadors who have come to share their experience and also train us tonight. I've learned so much, and I'm so delighted to be, you know, a part of this global movement, you know, called GWT. So much to learn on a consistent basis, so many people to look up to in the company, and so much to look forward to in the company as a whole as we march on to the billion. So I just want to encourage everybody on the call, you know, to do all they need to do, because at any given point in time, I can tell you, if you do a full assessment of your daily activities or your weekly activities or your monthly activities, I'm certain that you will find out that you are not doing all that you can. And until you do all that you can, you will not be able to achieve all that you want to achieve. So, you know, I just want everybody to go out there today, go out there this week, and the next 30 days, apply yourself, you know, apply yourself in every way and in every way that you can, and do all that you can do to move your business forward. Not just your business, think about your team. We can only rise, you know, when we help as many people to do the same. So that's just what I have to say. I wish everyone a fantastic day and a phenomenal week ahead. Back to you, Nolan.
Thank you very much, National Ambassador Abdul Razak. Really appreciate it. What I've learned from you personally is, if you can do it, why can't I do it? You know, it's as simple as that. And as you've taught us as well, we believe in AOMA. So for those that don't know what AOMA is, or if you do know what it is, it's all out massive action. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's all all about taking action and massive action as well. In the next 30 days, I mean, we have up until the 31st of August to start qualifying for regional ambassador. So let's get our 16s before the end of August, and let's start making it possible so that we can attend the regional ambassador vacation next year as well. I see there's a hand raised by Victor Okoke, but while I'm unmuting him and he's getting ready to ask his question or make a comment, there's a comment that came in from Rita Nkoyo. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed to this training tonight. I love my GWT and I love you all to the billion. We love you too, Rita, to the billion. Okay, Victor, if you are there, I've unmuted you on my side. You're welcome to unmute yourself.
All right.
Hey, Victor.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, loud and clear, Victor.
All right. I'm so glad to be on the call tonight, sir. And I can't just withhold the happiness, the joy just inside me. I feel it's not enough. I writing it on the comments. So I want the whole world to hear my voice. But I'm really, really happy. So thank you, Abdulia. Thank you, sir, Mr. Nolan. Thank you, my Able Dickness Regional Joy Ambassador. Thank you, Pastor, sir, Regional Anthony Osegali, and the, my Able National Ambassador, Abdul Zag, for this training. I really learned a lot, and I make a promise to myself, you know, to run with whatever I've grabbed this night. Thank you so much, sir. Good night.
Good night. It's a pleasure. So thank you once again to everyone, to all our speakers tonight, all the comments. Really appreciate it. Fantastic call. I mean, you know, to end a Sunday night on this note is absolutely amazing, absolutely powerful, because this means when you wake up tomorrow morning, on a Monday morning, you're waking up on a high. So let's use this to our advantage, folks, and be on this high all the time. Let's just go all out and do what needs to be done. So I'd like to thank you once again, Abdulia, for presenting tonight. Really appreciate it. You've done an amazing job. You've done an amazing job. And to all the presenters, ambassadors, regional ambassadors, thank you very much once again. And with national ambassador, you've done a fantastic job. So thank you very much, everyone. So in saying that, I don't see any further comments or questions. I'd like to call it a night as well. So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and be sure to listen for the recording. I will be posting it most probably tomorrow morning after it's downloaded. So take a listen to it again. I'm sure a lot of us will listen to it again, because I personally will listen to it again. Absolutely smashing call. Thank you very much, and cheers, everyone.
Thank you, Nolan.
Pleasure.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.